What's up, SciTech? Today we're going to be getting ready to write our essay about protest songs that we're going to write for homework tonight. So we're going to do a little brainstorm during intervention to get you ready. First, I want to go over the correct answers from last night's homework. Answer to question 1, part A. The question was, choose a central idea that is developed in both Protest Songs Make a Comeback and Now I'm in the Struggle Singing. Those are our two articles. The correct answer was C. Protest songs have evolved and are a vital part of modern-day protests. That's because they both talked about how important protest songs were to the movements going on right now, and they both mentioned how they've evolved from what they were in the past. Answers to Part B were A and E. A and E. First is protest songs were vital to that movement and continue to be an important tool for expressing frustration, prompting action. So vital to that movement, that's pointing towards the past to how it's evolved. An important tool for expressing frustration and prompting actions, talking about how they're important today. Second one, this song and others like it have been an essential part of the modern movement for equality, talking about how they're important and have been, talking about the past and the present. So on your sheet for today, make sure you might mark those as the correct answers, because these two quotes are quotes that you can and should use in your essay writing about these two articles. And this is the main claim that you're going to be using when talking about both of them. So copy this down, choose the correct answers, answer the question when you're ready to move on. Now, we're going to brainstorm. We got two articles to write about, so we need 2 body paragraphs. Now, our prompt says that they both share the same claim. That claim is that songs are an important part of protest movements. And, as you found out yesterday, it tells us that we need to find how each article develops the claim differently and evidence to support how it's developed. Well, guess what? Going backwards here, we already found evidence to support how it's developed. So now, we just need to decide what's different about these two articles. Let's talk about that. How an article develops a claim is a fancy way of saying how the author proves his or her point. So, what do they use to show us that their claim is correct, that protest songs are an important part of protest movements? Here are a few possible options, but certainly not all the ones that you can use. Be creative. Really think about what the author is doing to prove his or her point. So, an author can develop his claim by giving background information, can develop her claim by providing examples, or can develop the claim by illustrating how that claim applies to a specific topic, such as modern-day protests or protests in the 1960s. All right, now we're moving into our packet. We're copying this down. So, Article 1, you see it in your packet right there. Title, you're going to fill in Protest Songs Make a Comeback. Question that asks you, how does it develop the central idea? Well, the article's talking about protest songs in the 60s and how they were being used. So, it's giving us background information on protest songs. Now, copy those two in, and you're going to find evidence to support that development of the claim, and you're going to explain how this evidence backs this claim up. Again, a hint, look for evidence in the answer choice to Part B from last night. Copy those two things down, fill in those 2 questions. Don't skip the slide till you're done. All right. Now it's completely your turn. Use that brainstorm you just used for Article 1 as a model for Article 2. You're answering the same questions. You're answering, what's the title of the article? How does the author develop his claim? Give me a piece of evidence and explain how that evidence proves that he's developing his claim just like you said. Don't skip this slide until you finish those 4 questions. Go. Great job today, 6th grade. We'll see you tomorrow.